All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Up and Moving. Oh, goodness, I'm going to get my screen figured out here. Hold on. Okay, we should be good. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Isaac. I'll be joining you and leading the workout this morning. I'm a grad student here at Michigan Tech in the kinesiology department. And the goal of Up and Moving, we want to provide workouts that are recorded. They're archived. They're live for you right now. We want to keep giving you different modalities and different ways to stay physically active from the comfort of your own home. We're trying to learn some new tricks and new tips here on these videos that you can do more workouts on your own. You can continue to join us here. Love to see you here. And started as a pandemic project. We're going to keep going on with it. So love to have everybody here. And thank you so much for joining. This morning, what we're going to be doing is a typically on Thursdays, aerobic, agility, balance. Yeah, we're going to throw all that together today. We're going to have a great workout. It's going to incorporate some upper body and lower body endurance. So what that means is we're not going to work too much on lifting heavy things this morning or some strengthening activities. We are going to focus more on high repetitions or high volume. So you're going to feel like when you hear the term like a burnout or like a burner with a lot of movement going on, we're going to try for that this morning. Okay. And it's going to incorporate some balance and little bit of reaction as we go through with it. So all you'll need today is a chair or some sort of, if your camera or if you're orienting yourself close by to a wall or something that's sturdy where if you do seem to lose your balance, you can just hold on and grab onto the wall, the chair, hopefully ideally if it's not on wheels like the one I have right in front of me, so that we just want to stay safe in case something does happen and we do lose some of our balance. Okay. So yeah, chair and an open space and some hydration. So other than that, we'll make sure, yeah, that's all we need. There's actually one exercise that we're doing this morning that if you are, if you're at the advanced level, when we're doing these exercises, typically there's like the default version. And then there's one that's a little bit easier and one that's a little bit harder. If you feel like you're really challenging yourself this morning and you want to do an advanced one, maybe try to have some very light dumbbells around you. But I myself will not be doing the advanced one. It's enough workout as it is. So I'm going to get the timer going for us here, everyone. Okay, so what we're going to start off with, just a warm up here. We're going to do some stretches. Some active dynamic movements. We're going to get the heart rate up a little bit. Let's just start off with a regular tricep stretch. So I'm going to do a tricep stretch that's going across my body. This one stretches my tricep as well as my shoulder or my deltoid muscle. So it really helps with that. We're going to be working these today. So let's stay focused on this one. I'm just hooking my arm under me here and then using my left arm here, the one I'm waving, to pull around. So you should feel it right here. And then back here in the posterior side of my shoulder as well. So we'll hold that for a few seconds. Okay, shake it all out. Then we can go ahead and do the other arm. And you can even walk around while you're doing this. Okay, shake that out. Now another tricep stretch we're going to do is I'm going to go overhead. So I'm trying to scratch my back right now. Okay, I got my hand right here. I'm going to put my other hand on top at my elbow, and I'm just going to push my elbow down towards my neck. So once again, you should feel another nice stretch in your tricep. Hold this for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it off. Then we'll go ahead and go with the other arm. So touch my back between my shoulder blades, and I'm gonna put pressure onto my elbow towards my neck or towards the ground. Feel a nice stretch in our tricep. Okay, shake that out. Now what we're gonna do is just a couple, we can call them hugs, I guess. What I also like to call, there should be a better name for these, and I'm sure there is. I just can't think of it. Michael Phelps does these in the pool before he goes and wins a gold medal for the United States. He does them really well when he can, like, his hands can almost touch each other around his back. But when you're doing this, so yeah, emphasize the hug, but then on your way back, really try to stretch out. You'll feel a nice stretch in your pecs, in your chest muscles. So do these a couple more times. You get real loose with it, and just try to emphasize on your way back, you're really stretching. You should feel a nice stretch each way. So do these for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, now the next one, should have emphasized this in our equipment. You need a doorway if you have a doorway. So if you're outside doing the workout, just find a tree. Okay, find a tree. But what we're gonna do is a doorway stretch. So I can open up my handy door back here, and this is gonna be a chest stretch, or the front of our shoulder. What I'm gonna do is I'm making an L with my arm. So if I'm gonna stretch my right chest first, I'm gonna put my right forearm up against the doorway. And if you notice that I'm facing the camera right now, or trying to, I'm going to orient my body away from the doorway. And I should feel a nice stretch in my chest right now. You can do this with your arm as an L, or just keeping it straight and turning away. You should feel, once again, a pretty good stretch in our shoulder and our chest. So hold that for about 10 more seconds. As you do it, you should feel like you're getting better, so you can maybe even turn it a little farther away, get a little more of a lengthen. 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake that off. Now we're gonna switch arms. So I gotta go away from the camera a little bit here. Oh, never mind. So I'm facing the wall. Now I'm gonna try to face the camera. Should feel a nice stretch here once again on the other side. Three, 2, 1. All right, let's shake that off. Now we're gonna get into a little bit of a lower body warm up now. So let's just get into some high knees to start, or some marches, excuse me. We're gonna go opposite leg to opposite hand. You can march around your living room if you like. Now, as we're doing this, let's try stepping side to side. So just keeping those high knees, our arms can be going with us, and we're just going a few steps to the left, few steps to the right. Try to keep your feet as quiet as possible. If you heard me there, I was kind of just stomping a little bit. And for me, I'll call that lazy, because I'm just sort of just bring them down. We want to have purpose with our movement. We want to bring it down nice and light. Really taking care of ourselves as we go through these marches. Okay, so now we're going to continue with the side shuffle, but it's not going to be with a high knee. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some arm circles going too. So I want to bring my camera down a little bit. Okay. Side shuffle. going side to side, and we're gonna go arm circles in the forward direction. So I'm turning them towards you guys right now. And as I go here, my circles are gonna get a little larger until they're going all the way like a windmill. Okay, now we'll go in the opposite direction. So turning the other way, counterclockwise. And once again, they're going to start to get larger until they're all the way in some big circles. All right. Now we're going to get into some hip openers. So this is we have our hip flexors here, right? On the sides of where our belt would be if we had a belt on. We're going to stretch those. So what's going to happen is I'm facing you on the camera. I'm going to hike my knee up and I'm going to turn it out so that my kneecap will be facing the wall the other way. So I'll show you on the other side, hike my knee up. And if you look at my kneecap as I go away, sort of looking at you, and then I come down. So some sort of rotation outwards, that's going to stretch our hip here. Okay, so just doesn't have to be perfect, but just coming up and out in a circle. This is where you can hold on to your chair if you like to. You can do a couple with your left leg. And you can switch over to the right leg. Okay. Second last one, we're gonna do some donkey kicks. So these are gonna warm up our butt muscles or our glutes, a little bit of our hamstrings as well. So you can be holding on to the wall or to the chair. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna kick behind us here. We're gonna go 10 each leg. And as you kick farther away, sort of straighten that leg, you'll feel your glute muscles get pretty tight. They're contracting, they're working hard. We're warming them up here. Okay, switch to the other leg. All right, now to finish off here, let's get for 30 seconds. Jog on the spot or around your room with whatever pace feels good to you. We're just warming up, getting our heart rate up here. We got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. So that's our warm up. Should all be warmed up now. Heart rate's up. Definitely higher than it was at 9:30. If it's 9:47, I feel like that was a pretty good way to get going. Grab something to drink. Take a few seconds and then I'll explain what we got going on today. So we have 2 groups of exercises. There's going to be 3 exercises per group. We're going to go through them 3 times each. So block A, 3 exercises times 3, and then block B, 3 exercises times 3, then a little bit of a cool down. So each one is going to incorporate an upper body endurance exercise, then a lower body endurance exercise, and then something in between, whether it's a little bit of a strengthening activity or a little bit of a reaction activity, sort of just a miscellaneous one or like a wild card. All right, so the first one, this one's called a shoulder shocker I heard, I remember my hockey coach coined it shoulder shocker. That might have just been his name. It's just a group of exercises for your shoulders. What you're gonna do is you can do this seated or you can do it standing. It doesn't matter. We can do a body weight because it's still gonna be a great workout with just our arms. There's 3 parts to it. The first one is a lateral raise. So just bringing your hands up to make a T. Then the next one is it's a shrug. So we're gonna bring our shoulders to our ears, okay? Shrug, and then press up. So that's the second one. And then our third one is it's a lateral raise as well, but if you bend over a little bit, so this is how we're usually doing it. If you do it bent over this way, it's going to work more the back of your shoulders. So I'll go through it again. We're going to do it 7 repetitions for each one. Okay, so 7 lateral raises, 7 it's a shrug and a press. So we're going to shrug, we're going to bring our shoulders to our ears, make a W and press up. And then the third one is a lateral raise, just bent over a little bit, works more of our rotator cuff or our posterior shoulder. So that's, we're just bending over a little bit and bending and raising laterally again. So this is one, as I was alluding to, you can use very light dumbbells if you want, but as you go through it, we're going to get 21 reps in here really quick. It should burn you out pretty good. Even if you have a soup can or anything, that would be fine too, but should be a really good challenge just using our body weights. Okay, so that's the first group. Then for the second one, we do floor touches. So these are just going to be 10 floor touches. The way these work, so we just did an exercise for our upper body. Now we have one for our lower body. So I'm just going to stand here with my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. And just for 10 reps, it's going to be 5 each leg. We're going to bend down and touch the floor. So if we notice to get, if I'm going to add stress to my left leg, my right leg is going to step to the side, bend. Okay. So that's a floor touch, 10 repetitions. So 5 each leg. And then the last one for 30 seconds, we got to have a little bit of agility with our feet. Okay. So for 30 seconds, we're just going to try to keep our quick feet right here. And then for a little bit of reaction, let's imagine we are standing in the middle of 4 quadrants. We've done this one before. If you've been a frequent flyer here on Up and Moving, you have front left, front right, and a back left quadrant. So if you're right in the middle of that, keeping our quick feet, you're going to try to listen to my voice, and I'll say front left, for example, and I'd like you to tap your left foot in that direction, front right, back right, front left. Okay, so that's for 30 seconds, a little bit of quick feet and agility. So we're going to take our time going through this. That's a lot for 3 exercises, but we're focusing on quality, not quantity this morning. Okay, so we got about 6 pretty solid exercises here. We're going to take our time and we're gonna rock them. Okay, so we'll grab one last sip here. And if we're ready for our shoulder shocker, we'll get ready here. Once again, lateral raise, shrug with a press, and then a bent over lateral raise. Try to go for 7 reps per group. Okay, so we'll get ready here in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we're making some T's here. Once you get done with those, you're going to shrug. You're going to feel your traps, squeeze, make a W, and press. Up and press. Okay, now for the last one, lateral raise again, except that it's bent over a little bit. Okay, now moving in, that's concludes our shoulder exercise. Now we're gonna get into some floor touches. So at your own pace, try to get 10 touches of the floor. Should be 5 repetitions for each leg. You can hold on to your side here for support as you go down. Okay, we'll let everybody get through 10. We'll wait a few seconds here, about 5. Take a sip of water if you need to. And then for our lower body endurance agility, get those quick feet going here in 3, 2, 1. And here we go, quick feet and front left, back left, front right, front left, back left, front right, back right, front left, front right, back left. Keep those quick feet. We got 5 more seconds. Back right, front left, 1 more, and front right. Great job. So that concludes the first set of our group 1 here. So we're going to go through that all 2 more times. If the shoulder exercise was too easy for you, I'd say if I sort of discussed 7 reps for each one, maybe try for 10 in that time. Or if you do have some soup cans around you or anything of light resistance, go ahead and try those as well. Or if it's too difficult for you, then maybe bring that down to 5 reps per group. So act accordingly with that. We'll wait for about 10 more seconds here before we get into our next one. Three, 2, 1, and here we go. So shoulder exercise, we're going lateral raises, around 7 of these. Try to squeeze your shoulder muscles as you come up. All right, shrug, W, and press. So imagine you do have a big barbell in your hands. We're pressing, we're touching the sky. Trying to put the weights through the ceiling. All right, now bending at the hips. All right. Once you're done with those, moving into the floor touches. All right. Wait a few moments here. Then we'll get into our little reaction drill here. So if we're ready here in 3, 2, 1, we'll get our quick feet going. And front left, front right, back right, front left. Just has to be a little step. That's okay. Front right, back left, front left, front right, front right, front right, back right. We got 5 more seconds. Front left, back left. Time for 1 more and front left. Great job. So that is our second go around. We got 1 more time. So for all of our joiners who are in Houghton this morning, I was saddened to see a little bit of, I guess, well, that's not snow. I guess it's just frost. Anyways, it was really chilly this morning, so I didn't really enjoy that yet. I'd like to wait till November for sure. But the poor trick-or-treaters on Halloween, hope they have earmuffs and gloves and thick socks on, stay warm. Okay. Third go around here. Starting in 5 seconds. We'll get ready here in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Finish strong. Shoulder shock in here. Shrug, make a W, and press. Shrug, make a W, and press. Okay, now we're going to move into some floor touches. 10 repetitions. Halfway there. Okay, so now we'll give you a few seconds. Once you get through those, we'll do our third exercise here. We'll get some reaction going here once again. Okay. So starting in 3, 2, 1, start your engine. Let's get the quick feet going. And front left, front right, back left, front left, front right, back right, front left, front right. Keep those quick feet. Back left, front right, front left. We got time for one more. Back right, quick feet, and take a break. Great job. Pat on the back, virtual one, pat your own back. Or if you're doing the workout with somebody else, give them a high five. Great work. Take a sip. How are we doing on time? All right. So now, as we're taking a little bit of a break, we got 3 more exercises again. We're going to go through these at least 2 times. We'll see how we're doing for time. 2 times or 3 times. We'll see how this goes. But the next one, once again, we have an upper body endurance. So we're going to try to move our arms many times. So for a lot of repetitions, try to feel that burn instead of lifting something heavy for low weight, for low reps. That's a great thing too, just not for today. So we're gonna do upper body agility or upper body endurance, a little bit of a balance activity, and then some more quick feet with our lower limbs. So our first one, give you 2 options. First one, everyone's done the YMCA before, whether you've sung along or you know what the letters mean. So an endurance activity, we could go through making a Y, M, C, A, and you can go in between maybe. I wish I could play music on the video, but when this goes onto YouTube, if I had a YMCA song on, I think it would get flagged down for copyright. So I cannot do that. However, you could sing along to yourself and I could sing pretty poorly, but even between the repetitions, you can do like some quick hands. You can do a couple. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can go through with that. Pretty poor acting effort from me there, but you get the gist of it. We're going to go through the YMCA 10 times. I'm not going to sing it every time, but what we're going to do is you go through the motions and it's endurance, right? We're moving our hands for a lot of repetitions. And then between that, you can imagine how the song goes. It's fun to stay at that. You can do like some rotations. You can go from side to side, like we're dancing this morning, okay? So that's the first one. Another one you could do if you're not in the mood to dance, if you're not in the mood to sing, if you don't like the singing, then what you could do is, if you do have dumbbells, or you can do a body weight again, it's a very similar exercise to what we just did, but they're called YTWLs. And I know that's 4 letters for one exercise, 4 letters for another one. But really all we're doing for endurance is we're making letters with our hands, okay? So you could do this if there's a table in your living room, or you could do it on the floor. If you're on your stomach, you can go into a Y, a T, a W, and an L. Y, T, W, and then L in both ways. So if you're not having fun with singing and dancing, you can do that one as well. So there's 2 options, okay? The next one, balance on our feet. So for 15 seconds on each foot, this is when the chair or the wall comes in handy. We are just going to stay balanced for 15 seconds per each leg, okay? So we just want to keep one foot in the air, okay? And then the third one, for 30 seconds, we're going to be shuffling in, it'd be like in a cross, okay? So we're gonna go left to right, then we're gonna go front to back, left to right, come back to the middle, front, back, and we're just gonna go through that for 30 seconds, okay? So to recap again, and then I'll stop talking. I promise that's a lot of talking for you guys. We're gonna dance along the YMCA, or you can do some exercises on your stomach, balance on one foot, and then some side shuffles, okay? So if we're ready, I'll try to be as enthusiastic as possible for the YMCA the first time. I'll sing it very monotonely and very terrible. My mother wouldn't be impressed, but we'll get going here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. So we can do a little circles. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Go through it again. A couple motions. YMCA. Got 3 times here. We're going to the side. We're feeling it. YMCA. And you should be making your C's in the other direction. Dancing is a great exercise. Okay. I'm sure we all know that. We're halfway done. YMCA. I wish I had the song in my head right now, but I have some sort of idea how it goes. We got 2 more to go through here. One more, make it a good one. YMCA. All right. So now after that one's over with, you might want to switch to the other exercise so you don't have to hear me sing. But now we're going to balance on one foot for 15 seconds. And you can start now. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we're moving on to the other one. So this is a balance drill, but then my leg's pretty straight right now for 15 seconds, my working one. But if you want to make it a little more difficult on yourself to have a little more contraction in your quad, you can just try bending it. Makes it a little more tougher. It's at a disadvantage here. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we're going to get into those shuffles for 30 seconds. In whichever order that works for you, just make sure we're going front, we're going to the back, we're going left, and we're going right. So no matter how much space you have in your area, Isaac and I could have did this in the hotel on the Saturday workout, even if you take a few steps from side to side, front and back. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. So that concludes the first set. We're doing pretty good on time. We can go through this 2 more times before we take a breather. It'll be really fast. Once I get over the hump of trying to explain it, then we're good to go, right? Okay. So wait about 10 more seconds. So now you can go through, you can make some dances in your head. I'm going to demonstrate the YTWL one again. I showed it on my stomach. However, you can still do it standing up here. Go through that about 10 times. Okay. Typically it's done on your stomach with a very light weight, and that makes it difficult on our shoulders if we're going really against gravity on our stomachs here. But there's 2 different ways that you can do it. Or if you like the YMCA song, we'll keep going with that. So if we're ready for our second set here, we'll get going here in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Keep going. Try to get as much shoulder movement here as we can. They should be starting to burn out a little bit, that's for sure. Try to go through that one more time here. All right. So whether you went through the YMCA dance a couple times, hopefully that's not stuck in your head too much for today. Now we'll get into our balance drill, 15 seconds for each foot. If you want a real big challenge, there is a test I saw online where if you can take your shoe and your sock off while standing on one foot, and you can put it back on. I don't recommend you do this if you have limited balance, but it's definitely a good test to try to get your shoe and your sock on without your foot touching the ground. All right. Move to our other foot. 15-second balance. Three, 2, 1. All right. And some side shuffles here for 30 seconds. Going from side to side, front, back. We got 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and break. Great work, everyone. We're going through that one more time. We got one more group of them. So we got our shoulder endurance going today. Our shoulders are going to be rock solid now after this group of exercises today. I hope if anyone doesn't have to do any reaching towards different cabinets or if we're trimming trees or anything overhead, shoulders might be a little fatigued today, so I'm sorry, but it's for a good cause, right? All right, we're ready. Let's get this last set over with. YMCA or YTWLs. I'll do the other one in the standing version here. If we're ready, we'll get going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Make sure when you do the W's, you try to really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try to get through this one more time. Hey, great job. Awesome. Okay, so now we have our 15-second balance on one foot. Try to not let that foot touch the ground. You can not use the chair or anything, but then try to make sure it's really close by. So if you do lose balance, you can grab onto that. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. All right, let's finish it off here. We have a little bit of a shuffle to go here for about 30 seconds. Let's finish strong here, everyone. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and woohoo! We made it through. Great job, everyone. Okay, so a little bit of a cool down, quick cool down. Make sure you grab a drink of water if you have one around you. Really focus on some nice breaths here. We're going to try to bring our heart rate down here. Let's get a nice slow march in here. And as we're doing that, let's go back to those same stretches that we did 40 minutes ago. You can even quit with the marches if you'd like. Really focus on stretching out our upper body here. We'll hold this one arm here for about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it off. Switch it around. Three, 2, 1. Now we can go feet a little wider than shoulder width. Let's try keeping our legs pretty straight. Bend down as far as you can go. Sort of just hang out here. You can grab one ankle or one knee if you like. Put a little more stretch on one leg. Then move to the other side. Then we'll come back, hang out a little bit. Come up, touch the sky. All right, everyone. Well, that concludes our Thursday workout for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Trying to keep things a little different here. We don't want to see the same. We gotta have some novelty every week, right? So hope you enjoyed it. They're being posted online on our website and on our YouTube channel. We'll see you. We will see you Saturday at 10 a.m. and have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much.